Hey sis, thought I'd make a fun little quick video that you might want to try for your kiddos. I know your kids are a little bit older, but they still might like these, and I personally like these, so you can make them for anyone. So this is your own like gummy bear, gummy chews, vitamin chews, and super easy and really good. So what you do is, so I double this recipe from the original one, so I'll put that on the post. But this is lemon juice, so I just barely use my little lemon squeezer, and you can use lemon or lime juice, and it's 2/3 a cup, okay? And then you do 6 tablespoons of grass-fed gelatin powder. Okay, so I ordered this from Amazon. You can also get it at like a Whole Foods. You know, it is a little trickier to find at some of your health food stores. 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of vitamin C powder, and this is optional. You don't have to do this, but I just think if I'm going to make it, why not add a little bit more vitamin C to that. And then you do the same amount of tablespoons of raw honey. So since I did 6 of the grass-fed gelatin, I'm going to do 6 of raw honey, and this is local raw honey. Now, if you don't want to do honey, if you're worried about the sugars, even though there's a lot of benefits with raw honey, if it is something you're worried about, you could do less honey and a little bit of stevia or xylitol, something like that. And you just want to taste it before you pour it in the molds and just make sure it was sweet enough. So the recipe's for 6, and I'm going to put 4. And I'm going to just try it with that and see, and I'll play around with it. A lot of times I'll just add a drop or 2 of stevia, and then it's perfect. Sometimes that's just enough, so I just play around with it every time. So this is wild orange that I'm going to use today. I'm going to put a couple of drops. You could put lemon, you could put lime, maybe 1 more. Any drops that you want to, you just put in there all together. So now what you're going to do is you're going to use a whisk. Let me grab a whisk. And you're just gonna, and it's because of the local raw honey, that does go sometimes harder, quicker, you know, that raw over just regular processed honey, it can get hard. So the good part of this is once you kind of mix this all together the best you can, once you get it in your saucepan, it's gonna melt down a little bit, and that's gonna help the honey and everything mixed together really well. So I just mix it up, you know, up the best I can, try to get as many lumps as you can out of it, and then you're gonna put it just right on your stove top. Now all you have to do when you put it on your stove is really just melt it. Just melt everything together. Oh, there's a fly. Just melt everything together till you get it pretty smooth. Okay, oh, jeez, got this crazy fly. So I don't know if you can see my saucepan. Let me move this just a little bit. I think you can. Okay, so I got my pan on here, and I'm just going to put it at a low temperature. Use my spatula here so I can get everything out and just get it in the pan. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it up to kind of a medium high. And you basically want it to get to where it's just a liquid, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Sorry if I got out of it. Okay, so you just whisk that together like that until you get it, you know, just a really thin consistency, so it all mixes together really well. And you don't want any lumps or anything in it. So you know how we buy those, I used to buy those vitamin gummy drops when I had little kids. Well, if you've ever looked on the back of those are filled with all kinds of artificial colors and flavors. They're actually probably more damaging than they are good. You don't even know if the vitamins that they've added to it, 1, will be absorbed, and 2, is there's so much other junk in them that you wouldn't even want to really use them. So I actually found an old jar, probably years old, when I was cleaning out my vitamins, which is kind of sad that I found it, but I just chucked it in the garbage, and I thought, oh, I've got to just keep making these gummy vitamins. And they're kind of like a little treat. So the kids, you can just keep them in the fridge and the kids can eat them anytime. Okay, good. So it's just a little sour, but it's still sweet. So I think that's perfect. So let me tell you why the gelatin and why the grass-fed over just regular. So you can buy regular gelatin from the store, and that's an okay thing to start out with. But when you get the grass-fed gelatin, you are getting protein and amino acids that are just like grass-fed meat, a completely different food, right? Without any additives in it, or hormones or antibiotics or anything that the animals shouldn't have had. So it's the same concept, grass-fed gelatin. So the gelatin, now I'm going to pour these little silicone molds. You can buy these at the dollar store. These ones are little skulls since it's Halloween coming up. Or you can, like IKEA has them, or anything. So you just pour these just right in these little molds. That's it. And then you put them in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. And then they stay in your fridge up to 2 weeks. Once you take them out of the freezer after they've kind of firmed up, they'll stay firm. They'll stay firm. You don't have to put them back in the freezer. So it just kind of helps them get started. But that gelatin, just like it does with, you know, Jello or whatever, really will start that. It will stay firm. So I was saying, so the protein and the collagen in the gelatin is great for hair, skin, nails, anything collagen. You think collagen and elasticity, and it's great for that. It's also great for digestive health. It's really good for your gut lining. It's also great for like balancing hormones and for speeding up your metabolism. It's a very healing food, and if we can, we should get it all the time. That's why I like to make my bone broth, and anything joints I can get in that bone broth. We get that collagen, that gelatin. So that is it. See those little molds right there? I'm just gonna put those in my freezer, and they'll be done in 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll have little gummies. So anyways, it might be something kind of fun to try, or fun for your daughter to try, or any of you that have little kids. This is a great little vitamin treat, and you can mess with it. You can add more nutritious, you know, things that you could think of that you could just add more in. It would be fantastic. Any kind of little other vitamin powders that you have, try it in there and see how they like it. They get a lot of the vitamin from the vitamin C from just the lemons. So anyways, I hope you like it. We'll see you later. Bye.